When I first started climbing, I started going to all types of climbing events.
So you went to all kinds of climbing events. No one prevented you from doing so. Got it.
And I noticed I was the only person of color.
And you were paying very close attention to the skin color of the other participants. Got it.
I went home and I was online and I searched, do black people rock climb? Because I was really curious, and my goal was to try and find where are all the black climbers.
Because skin color is very important to you. Got it.
I found this forums that said black people don't climb, and I wanted to prove them wrong.
So an online forum told you that black people don't climb. Because internet forums, by and large, are the arbiters of all truth. And you wanted to prove them wrong. After you had already attended several climbing events with no barriers to your participation. Who is them, by the way? The people on the online forum? And isn't your prior interest and participation in rock climbing proof enough to counter the claims on that forum? This is confusing.
Growing up, going to the woods, going outdoors was something that black people didn't do. At least that's what I was told.
So an online forum told you that black people don't climb. Growing up, you were told black people don't go out into the woods and outdoors. Do you believe everything you're told, even though you are a living contradiction to these supposed rules?
In New York City, you didn't really have too many options for sports. It was either basketball, football, or baseball if you're close enough to a park.
Basketball, baseball, or football. There are no tennis courts in New York, no hockey rinks, no soccer fields, no swimming pools. Well, if you say so, it must be true.
I wanted to bring a fourth option to my community, and that's rock climbing.
So rock climbing as a sport is up there with basketball, baseball, and football. Well, if you say so, it must be true.
I co-founded Brothers of Climbing, an organization formed to tackle the lack of diversity in rock climbing and to help promote and encourage people of color and underrepresented groups to get in the outdoors.
Brothers of Climbing, with a silhouette of the African continent as central to the logo, not to mention the color scheme. That seems so very inclusive, doesn't it?
It's for men, women, anyone. If you feel underrepresented in climbing, you belong with us.
So it's for everyone. Well, it doesn't sound like it's for everyone. It sounds like a race-centric club promoting a message of there's too many white people in rock climbing. Or did I misunderstand when you said that the inspiration for this group came from not seeing enough of the skin colors you prefer at climbing events?
When the group formed, there were only 3 of us, and now there's dozens of us, and it's a great feeling. In New York City, we host a monthly meetup. Across the country, we want to host a festival, and just other events in other cities. There are many reasons why there's a lack of representation in the sport of rock climbing.
Representation. Is someone who likes rock climbing doing so to represent anyone other than themselves as an individual? Why do you equate someone's skin color as their being representative of their race?
One reason is there's not too many mentors within our community teaching and spreading the knowledge. When I grew up, I never had that.
And yet, somehow, you still gained a passion for rock climbing and attended many events before deciding to become an activist. You took personal initiative without a mentor. Is no one else capable of doing that?
Also, the industry doesn't do a great job showing the diversity that is in the sport.
The rock climbing industry is racist. Got it.
You can open up a catalog and you won't find a person of color in it.
Ah, so if you don't see someone who looks like you in a catalog, that means you're either unable or not allowed to do the things that they are doing. And yet, somehow, you still gained a passion for rock climbing and attended many events before deciding to become an activist. You did not need a catalog to give you visual permission to do so. Is no one else capable of doing that?
You know, the minute you get out there and you start doing it and you realize how easy it is, something clicks and then you say, I can do this, I'm doing it, and I want other people to realize that.
Well, just so long as they're of the appropriate skin color. Because the goal isn't to promote rock climbing as a sport or hobby to the masses, but rather to make sure that the optics are racially pleasing to you. I hope you can climb high enough to get some perspective on what you're really advocating for in your personal landscape. As always, thank you for watching.